Hi, I'm Kate. Today we're going to talk about the question that we should ask ourselves if we want to solve all the problems in our life. We can ask ourselves two questions. The first question is why? Why did it happen to me? Why is it happening to me? For example, why am I so poor? Why am I so stupid? Why am I so fat? Why don't I have what I want? Sounds like complaining. Millions of different why. And we can always find the answers. But unfortunately, these answers don't help us. They just don't show us how to improve our life, how to change it. It's like an excuse for us. Why don't I have money? Because I don't work enough. Why don't I work enough? Because I'm lazy. And this sounds like a dead end. Yes, I'm lazy. I can't change anything in my life. You can always, regarding any situation in your life, give yourself an answer to the question, why did it happen? But it's always just an excuse. I can't influence the situation. There is nothing I can do. However, there is a completely different question. What's the reason for? The answer to this question implies that every situation, every event in our life has had a very important reason. When something happens, there is always a subconscious reason, but we are almost never aware of this reason. But if we ask ourselves the question, why did it happen to me this way? Or what was the benefit that it happened exactly like this? Then by answering these questions, we will understand our subconscious beliefs. Then we can work with these beliefs, transform them, disconnect the reason and the consequence. And we will enable ourselves to make a difference in our lives. We will actually see that the reality is different from the way we imagine it in our mind, and we can change this picture. Let's try to answer these two questions. Why is it happening to me? And what is the reason that it is happening to me like this? So let's practice. Let's formulate the goal. What would you like to improve in your life? What is it important for you to receive or to change in your life? For example, I want to live in my own country house. But I don't have my own country house now. I live in an apartment. After you've formulated the goal, answer the two questions about this goal. Why don't I have my goal yet? What is the reason that I don't have my goal? What is the benefit that I don't have it? Let's see. Question 1. Why don't I live in my own country house? Now, the answer is because I don't have enough money, I can't afford it. Question 2. What is the reason that I don't live in my own country house now? What is my benefit? What is the benefit I get that I don't live in my own country house now? And the answer might be, if I live in my own country house, I won't have the opportunity to visit my parents often. Or if I have my own country house, I will have to spend a lot of time in the traffic jams, or maybe I will miss city life. The thing is that every answer to the question, what is the reason for, shows a positive aspect, shows an advantage. Our subconscious beliefs are made of positive aspects. When we want something but we can't achieve it, it means that there is always a positive reason for us not to have it. As soon as there is no subconscious reason in our mind not to have our goal, we achieve it very quickly. It becomes a part of our life easily, like many other things which seem normal to us. And this will happen when we remove our subconscious reasons for not having the goal. In order to obtain this skill, we should learn how to answer the question, what's the reason for? So let's do it right now. Let's practice answering the questions. What's the reason that I still don't have the goals which I set for myself? Why don't I have them now in my life? Don't worry if you can't answer this question immediately. With time and practice, the skill will come. We need to learn how to answer the question, what's the reason for? To develop our mindfulness and awareness. Please share in the comments. Did you manage to formulate your goals? Did you manage to answer the question, why don't I have my goal? And the question, what is the reason, what is the benefit that I don't have my goal in my life, that I still can't achieve it? Can you feel the difference between these two questions and the answers which you got? Subscribe to my channel. There are a lot of videos and exercises ahead which will help you to learn to negotiate with your subconscious mind and achieve your goals easily and with pleasure.